Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope today you are doing amazing. In this video, I'm gonna test your knowledge. You know what I mean? I'm gonna test your knowledge for real. Salut, mesdames et messieurs, comment nous y? Je dis à m'pral tester connaissance nous. M'pral une petite vidéo pour nous, côté m'pral ban une petite histoire de moi-même, mais c'est en anglais. Donc, m'pral ban une petite histoire en anglais et m'vle ouais est-ce que nous comprenons vraiment n'importe idée principale là en créole pour moi est-ce que nous te comprenons ça me parle dire en anglais yo n'a quitté dans commentaire pour nous capable bon idée principale là pour moi est-ce que nous te comprenons pas dire nous de qui ça me parle parler mais me parle ban une petite histoire qui t'est passé. Guys, so I remember it was in 2019. I decided to go to Dominican Republic. You know, I definitely faced a hard time because honestly, for the first time, I went to Dominican Republic because I didn't have anybody over there. It was in the period of COVID-19. So I'm gonna tell you a little thing that was definitely so hard for me because you know what I mean. I was definitely out of money and I was out of people because my family, you know, were living in Haiti. I was living by myself. However, you know, I went for the first time, but fortunately, I already know how to speak Spanish. So I remember one day I met a Dominican guy. You know, I got started talking to him, you know what I mean, explaining what happened to me because I was facing a hard time at this period, right? But thanks to God, he provided me some money to buy something. Guys, you know what I mean? I don't have to be shameless, you know, to explain you how tough that was for me, right? Because, you know, I got to tell you a little thing about my aha moment. That was so hard for me. So one day, I decided to go to work. When I decided to go to work, you know, I was walking on the way and I met a lot of people. When I started talking to him, but unfortunately, they didn't understand what I'm saying because, you know what I mean. The first thing, they was like, you know, scared. I already told you that it was the moment of COVID-19. You know what I mean? All the people afraid of each other. You know what I mean? We don't have to be together. We got to have a cast. So, you know, that was so hard for me. So I'm going to tell you something what happened after that. But I keep praying God. I say one day I'm going to be delivered because, you know, I was facing a hard time. When my mom calls me, he say, "Hey man, come on, how you doing? It's been a long while. Definitely we haven't seen to each other and we haven't spoken to each other. Let me know how you're doing, Dominican Republic. We already know that you are definitely facing a hard time. So honestly, I'm suffering a lot for you because you know I cannot see you, I cannot provide you anything at all. But I would like to know how are you." Let me know how are you. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. So I was so bad. Honestly, I was out of money, I was out of food, I was out of water. So, you know, I was facing a hard time for real. I've got to be honest with you. But you know what I said to my mom? I said, "Mom, don't worry about me. Everything is all right." I'm gonna tell you the reason that I told my mom that everything is alright because I already know that she couldn't do anything for me and nobody else could do anything for me. You know what I mean? Only God and only myself. That's the reason I wanna tell you something. If you want to lift somebody else up, make sure you lift yourself up at the first time. So whatever thing that you want to do for somebody else, make sure it's already done to you, right? Whatever thing that you want to do for somebody else, make sure it's already done to you. Because if you don't do that, you end up dried up, you end up tired, and nobody is gonna be respectful about you. So that means, so you gotta fill your cup. You know, somebody might say this guy is so full of himself, you know what I mean? Oh, this guy is so full of himself. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because life is like that. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how many friends do you have. So I don't know if you have a motorbike, if you have a car, if you have a beautiful house, you know what I mean? So if you really have money, maybe that's the reason you have all those friends. But the day you're out of money, definitely you're gonna be out of friends. Guys, I want you to know that in this life you are living actually, you're gonna face a lot of hard time, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because one day that's gonna be changed. But you gotta trust in God. Don't believe in anybody else. Don't believe in your mom. Don't believe in your dad. Don't believe in anybody else. I want you to believe in yourself and trust in God. Because God is the first way, God is the path. If you want to be successful in your life, you got to trust in God and believe in yourself. I'm not a great motivational speaker, but I know how to do that really well because, I used to face a lot of hard time in my life to be successful today. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was about 9 years old, when I went to school, my relative, my parents, were out of money to give me to go to school. When all the students at school, buying a lot of things like some cookies like that. But me, I was out of money. You know what I did? I stayed in my place. I stayed in my place, and nobody knew the reason why I stayed in my place. Cause I was out of money. I was out of cash. Guys, it's the same to you. So today, if you want to change your level, you've got to do something you never did. So if you want to have something you never had, you've got to do something you never did. Because whatever thing that you're gonna do for the first time, make sure that's gonna be a little hard for you. Because somebody might say that this guy is definitely facing a lot of hard time, but don't worry about it. That's gonna be changed. I only want you to believe in yourself. I want you to trust in God because there's nothing impossible. There's nothing impossible in this life. Just trust in God and believe in yourself. But I want you to know that you don't have to believe in anybody else, right? Don't believe in anybody else. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know how